Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever episode of the Creative Shooters podcast. Today, we've got Logan, Jayden, Mark, and Shaffer. What are we talking about? How's everyone doing? First off, that's what I'll ask.
I'm just
Chilling,
All right,
bro.
no,
Yeah, feel me?
Chilling, bro.
Great start.
Talk at the same time.
That's a great start.
yeah, no one talked, and then you guys talked at the same time.
Well,
Yeah.
no one
That's
said
how it
anything, so I
went.
was like, all right, I gotta step in.
That's the way it goes.
Shave, how you doing, bro?
I'm good.
You living life?
Absolutely.
Living
All
large.
right.
Absolutely.
Well, I guess we'll start it out. At the time that this is released, officially marks the first day of Creative Shooters content creation, with the podcast
Damn
being
straight.
at the forefront of it. Weekly podcast released every Monday. Who knows? Maybe we'll change something up. Release, a second one, maybe 1 week. Just depends on what happens during the week and if we want to talk about anything. But Mondays every week should be a guarantee. Also, at the time of this, the new Courageous Shooters apparel drop is out. We got Mark sporting the long sleeve.
Got the long sleeve and the good old cap.
I've got the gray short sleeve on. That should be live now on courageousshooters.com. The website is actually live too. That's another thing.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Shows how much I inform everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I wanted to do with this episode, since it's the first one, I did want to have the 5 original Courageous Shooters here, but that didn't really work out for some undisclosed reasons. But we got 4 solid members here. So I guess we'll start out with how the Courageous Shooters really started. This dude Jayden's laying in his fucking
Go ahead.
bed.
Go ahead, dude. I'm good.
You
I'm
chilling, dog.
All right. So if we want to be technical, I guess it really started. What was it? 2018. At the end, that was the first apparel drop ever. But in terms of like the actual name and everything, was 2017. Towards the end of 2017, I believe. And no, actually, it was just 2017. I'm thinking the end of 2016. 2017. Just us playing fucking 2K. And our Pro-Am teams always had a bunch of different names. And I had listened to a Lil Wayne song.
That never
And-
happened.
What do you mean?
You're definitely not the type of person to listen to Lil Wayne on a regular basis.
Well, no, I listened to this song because I like it. It's called Moment. And
Just this day in particular, you're like, I'm gonna listen to Moment by Lil Wayne.
that day I must have been. I had it in my bro. I straight up. I listened to that shit before I had Apple Music. Like I bought that song on iTunes. That
Okay.
was when you would buy music. I bought that shit on iTunes. And in the song, he says, all of my shooters are courageous. And obviously, he's talking about a different type of shooter, but
Yeah, there you go.
not exactly a basketball shooter, but that was how we interpreted it, or at least I did, for the name. And originally started out with 5 of us, me, Jayden, Shaffer, Jared, and Jimmy. That's the main 5. Mark is, an honorary member now,
Hell yeah.
coming in
Second
late.
waiver.
Very
And then
late.
we've got Thomas as the 7th, and that's all we're at right now. And I don't see it changing in the future, at least in the near future. But that's how it really started. I guess we can go into how we know each other. And how we met each other, I guess. I think it all really started. Well, me and Jayden are cousins. That's the easy one. So we've
Blood
known each
ties.
other our whole fucking life.
6 of the 7 all went to the same high school.
Yeah.
And graduated within 3 years of each other.
Sure.
2 years of each other, right?
3.
3.
I'd say 3, yeah.
Because you.
Okay.
I mean, we're all within 2 years of each other. Like
Yeah.
the 3 of you are the same age. Me, Jared, and Thomas, and Jimmy are 1 year older, but that's all the age difference.
How old's Thomas? I'm sorry. How old's Thomas?
He's my age.
Oh, sweet, dude.
He just turned 20 on the 17th. So.
Mark, when was your birthday?
February 24th.
Shafe, when's yours?
May 7th.
Damn, we're all pretty close. That's pretty tight.
Mm-hmm.
So, mommy, bro.
And then I think I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, we were playing 2K15, and me and Jayden had been playing it, and Jayden decided he must have been talking to Jared, and he wanted me to play with them.
Jared and I have been close for
a
while up to this point.
I mean, I've known Jared because he was in my graduating class, so I've known him for a while, but I hadn't really started talking to him until that point, which was in 2016, because it was in the summer that 2K15 was out.
Right.
No, that's 2015 then. If it was the summer that 2K15 was out.
Oh yeah.
It was like.
And then.
It was like June, July, around there.
Yeah, and from there, we had ended up playing with Shaffer at some point, and that stayed pretty consistent. We had played with Mark at that point too, but
not like consistently.
Mark was like off and on.
Shafe, how did we get to know you? I mean, I obviously knew you, but how did you get to know Jared and Logan?
I ended up playing with Jared's brother, and from playing with his brother, I ended up playing with Jared a lot, and then us 3 played, and then ended up playing with Logan a good amount.
Right, because you're the reason that we got Mark with us.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like Logan and I, well, kind of like I brought Jared, and then Jared and Logan brought you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Because I had known Jared really well up to that point, and then we all just kind of like blended.
Mm-hmm.
It all came together at some point, and then Jimmy has been my best friend for like 8 years or so. So that was just basically a given.
And then you ended up bringing Thomas.
Yeah. In the past year and a half, Mark has been here consistently. So that's kind of how he came to join, I guess.
When did I start playing with you and Jared? Because it was towards the beginning of my first semester at YSU, right?
It was 2K20. 2K20 dropped.
So this past year.
Yes.
Yeah, literally like not too long ago.
2K20 dropped, and you started playing with us really consistent, and then Modern Warfare came out, and it stayed from there. But up until that point, we hadn't talked to you consistently.
Not really.
I know Thomas. The story of me meeting Thomas, I could tell the whole thing once he's on the podcast at some point. But
by the way, I've never met Thomas.
Yes,
so.
you have not.
That'll be a...
Am I the only one?
Yeah. Because Jimmy knows him.
Yeah.
So basically, I met Thomas. I've known Thomas almost as long as I've known Jimmy. I didn't know that either. Oh I met Thomas on a Minecraft server in 2012.
That's fucking wild, bro.
And I mean, we've been I don't even want to say off and on. It just there's just been certain times where like time zones don't work out because he lives in Australia. So like we just don't talk to each other for a while. But in the past probably 2 years, it's been like super consistent. There'll be like a couple weeks where I don't hear from him, at least during the week, just because of time zones. But he's been my friend for so long that I think he fits. And especially with the podcast too, I think having him on will, because that dude could talk his fucking ass off.
Dude, does he have an accent, bro?
A little bit.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Well, don't hit me with that.
He actually doesn't have that Australian of an accent.
See, you just redacted your own statement. You said, "Of course."
Okay, he has an accent, but he basically, you know how you really get your accent off of everything else you hear as you're growing up, like as you learn to speak. It's like we all have Midwest accents because that's what our parents have. And like that's what we've always heard.
Like what you and I were saying the other day with buggy. Not a shopping cart, but a buggy.
It's a buggy. Which I say either or. But he obviously is going to have an Australian accent naturally, but he also for like his entire childhood watched British YouTubers. So he has that sort of accent as well. Like it's blended. So it's not like super Australian. But yes, he does have an accent to answer your question. But so we met 8 years ago on a Minecraft server, been off and on, and now he's just part of it. I think ever since me, Shaffer, and Jared met, that has been like insanely consistent. Like we've always talked since then.
Almost every day.
Pretty much. And with Jayden, it doesn't really matter how long between us talking. It'll still, like, we've known each other so long that it'll just be like no time has passed, really.
It's like, yeah, it's like it never happened.
So I think that covers how we really met and how everything was kind of started. In terms of what we're doing now, me and Jared have, in the past few months, we've talked a lot, just me and him. This happened a lot in I'd say November, December of 2019, where we were just like committing, we want to stream, make YouTube videos, just go as hard as we can. And we started with streaming at the end of the year, and we kept up pretty consistently. And I think that's one thing that Jared is going to be doing a lot, which Jared actually won't appear in anything for a while, for, again, undisclosed reasons. But once he does come back, he'll probably be a big part of the streams. Like he'll pretty much run that shit. Like I'm gonna give him full reins on that. Like I don't want to hold him back. But actually, the day that this podcast comes out, I should be streaming as well. I don't know who's. Mark will probably be with me, but
oh, yeah, I'll definitely be on.
I do plan on streaming when this comes out, because that's the day that everything is coming out, really. But me and Jared just we're kind of committing to it at this point. And actually, the podcast, we've really wanted to have this be a thing for a couple years. I know me and Jayden have talked about it for a while, and then Shaffer has always wanted to do it too. And I'm glad it actually happened. And we're doing it in a way that I like how it is. So I'm excited to consistently do it. I don't know if I have much else to say in terms of how we met and everything. But everything that we do, really, in terms of games that we stream and we'll be making videos for, it'll vary depending on what we really want to do, because there's some interesting ideas that we have, but I know for a fact that Call of Duty will be a big part of it, especially since Jared is a Call of Duty legend. So he'll always be streaming that no matter what Call of Duty game it is, no matter what current game is out. But in terms of other videos, I know Shaffer, we've talked about a couple of things. At this point, we're kind of just waiting for some games to come out to really start it, because I don't want to start it on games that we don't really know what's going on or what we're going to do with it, especially since there's a lot of games that are just towards the end of their life cycle at this point. So we're just waiting for a few to come out. So in terms of YouTube videos, the podcast will probably be it for a couple months, I'd say. I definitely know in August I'll have one series for a game that'll be... I'd actually like it to be a big part of the channel, so hopefully when that comes out, I can just start kicking ass on it. Is there anything else that you guys have to add in terms of how we met, what this all is? Anything at all?
So, do you guys plan on continue to play PlayStation 4, or are you waiting for the new console to drop?
Oh no, we'll play PS4. Well, we play fucking... There's PC games we'll play at certain ones. We'll end up playing Minecraft at some point with most of us. But yeah, everything will start when the PS4 is still the current console. Well, once the PS5 comes out, we all plan on getting it.
It's just most of the games we play are dead right now.
Yeah.
Or I'm like back on 2K. Fuck that, bro.
I haven't streamed in a little bit, mainly because I've been working on a bunch of different things, but also I've talked to Mark about this. There's not really any games that I am playing for an extended period of time, like long enough for a stream. Like we'll straight up, me and Mark will come on at night and we'll get on Call of Duty and we'll play like 3 games. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm done. And I don't know if it's necessarily boredom or if it's just like I'm burned out of the game, or the game is just not fun at that time, which recently it hasn't been. But I know some of these other games, when they come out, we'll be playing the shit out of them. So but yeah, we'll stay consistent on this console for now until the next gen comes out.
I might have gotten rid of mine a little too quick.
Oh, you're fine. I mean,
I wanted to capitalize. Didn't even think about staying in touch with you guys.
I mean, you're
And
good.
I don't think I've told you guys this, but I've been pretty bored. Like when I've been home, like not working, not at school, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I actually bought an Xbox One, so
Are you serious?
I've been playing. I swear to God, I've been playing by myself, and my God, is it boring? So
what
yeah,
do you have
I
for
know.
it?
dude, I actually got a pretty good amount of games. I like how Forza is pretty exclusive with the Xbox. So there's Forza Horizon 3, Watch Dogs 2. I haven't played GTA because everybody has played GTA.
Bro, GTA is fucking 7 years old, bro.
Yeah.
No chance.
Dude,
bro.
what about all the jokes
straight
when the what's up, Jay?
They're straight milking the game now.
Dude, I was just about to say, what about when the
console?
when the PS5 release came out and they
that shit was so
Yeah.
funny, bro.
I think
that was funny.
I think they were saying something about how they are gonna like just have it online. Yeah,
Online only when it first comes out, right?
I think so.
I saw that, yeah.
I mean,
They're
that would
just
make
giving-
sense.
I don't know. Online's dead at this point. It's just a bunch of stuff that like it doesn't make sense. Like why it's in the game.
Never played online to do heists because we'd sit in the lobby and just get killed over and over by random people.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, well then that's when you use Shaffer's horrible internet and just get a public lobby of one.
Oh, dude, yes.
That was the way to do it.
We still do it to this day.
But yeah, what's up?
Do you have Call of Duty?
I was just about to say, when I got my Xbox, it was like the end of May, the beginning of June, and the Microsoft store was having a sale, so all the Call of Duties were, had 15, 20% off. So I bought the new Call of Duty for like $40, and I was really like, it was like a week into season 3 or something like that. So I was like staying up to date with everything, trying to get like the completionist for the season, and then I actually did buy Xbox Live. There was a promo that I got like 30 days free with a new membership or like a new account registered or whatever. So that ran out and I didn't renew it. So I've just been playing like the Horizon 3 campaign and Watch Dogs 2 campaign because I don't feel like spending $60 on Live if I'm just gonna play by myself. So
yeah, are there like deals on Xbox Live where it's like 3 months, or is it you can only buy a year?
You do month, 3 months, and a year, but
okay.
The obviously the best deal is the year, and I'm not gonna play it for a year.
Well,
so
I do want to. You must not know this. The new Call of Duty is crossplay.
Yep, I did know that actually, but
so you could have played with
us
this entire time. I hope you know that.
Well, it's only been I only played it a couple times.
Yeah.
I don't even have a day played or anything like that. And I might have to get it back now. We'll start playing.
Because I was gonna say you could just get it for like 3 months and
3 months. Because by that time, sell it for what I can. Because I didn't get the regular Xbox One. I got the S just because I knew that would be one of the ones that would have resale value. I didn't want to buy the cheapest one. So I got the S. And if 3 months, dude, when's the PlayStation 5 come out? They had holiday, right?
So probably December, I would think.
Yeah, that's when the PS4 released.
I mean, I hope I can get it right away.
Bro, I'm saving up as much money as I can, dog.
Okay, wait. What's the official price? Because I've seen so much stuff.
There is no official price yet. They haven't released it. And people are saying they aren't releasing the price yet because it's expensive. But I would expect at least $700. I would be surprised if it was below that, to be honest.
I think the most reasonable would be like around 500.
Which
for people to buy, yes, but for their sake, no.
Right.
Yeah. If it was 500, I'd be amazed.
The PlayStation 4 was 400, right?
I think it was
something like that.
I think it was 500 at release though.
Oh wait,
I think it was 500 at release.
It was.
I'm pretty sure it was. So
you
I
know the
wouldn't
new
be
one will be more
surprised.
just because it has the specs are a lot better and they're
Oh
gonna be a
yeah.
lot better. So you know it's gonna be a lot more.
I think it came out like late November or something like that, or like the beginning of December, because I got it at Christmas.
Out of Christmas too.
Yeah.
But it wasn't out for that long.
Christmas.
I did.
Yeah, dude. That's
dude,
when I got all the sports games
That's
when I
get
get
it, bro.
that
That's
stuff
when you
too.
gotta get it.
Yeah.
I didn't have a PS4 for the longest time.
Didn't you get it your birthday afterwards?
I think it was a couple years after.
You
Straight
serious?
Up. Yeah, because I think
I
at that
could have
time
sworn it was on your birthday because I remember your sister reading your card saying that we'll go get your PS4 in the morning or something. Do you remember that?
I don't remember that at all.
Dude. Okay, all right.
I'll be back.
Well, even if it did happen like on my birthday, I don't think it happened that year that it released.
That's what I'm saying. If it released in November, you got it on your birthday, you know.
No, I think it was the year no, I think it was the year after that too. I don't think I got it within
a year and a half after it released.
Yeah, I think so.
So that means I must have got it that Christmas before or that Christmas after, because I thought you had yours before I got mine.
Dude, I honestly have no idea.
I don't either. It's honestly been like, it doesn't feel like it's been that long since it came out.
I know for a fact I played 2K15 on it. I know that because
so did I, because I remember buying VC.
I played 2K14 on my PS3.
So did I.
I know that for a fact.
So yeah, same.
So, Jayden, I think we got it. I got mine on Christmas of 2014. 2014 Christmas is when I got mine. I know that for a fact.
Out? Wasn't that the year it came out?
Wasn't it 2013?
No, it came out.
2013.
Yeah, it came out on the
2K14.
Oh, okay.
2K14 was the first.
Yeah, 2K14 was the first one on next gen.
Oh, okay.
So I got mine.
We all got it like
Christmas of 2014. Yeah. Jared got his when it released. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, that dude was on it, bro.
Cracked out of his pisser, dude.
He's been on it from the jump, bro.
Since a youngin'.
But yeah, I don't know why you why didn't you tell us anything?
I honestly don't know.
Because we could have been playing this whole time, bro.
Oh yeah.
Dude, let's start playing, bro. I gotta buy my live back.
we gotta get cracked.
Yeah.
Straight up just me and Logan every night, bro.
Yeah.
Shaffer will be here from time to time, but you know, since he's got work early in the morning, it's like he can't always be here. So
early in the morning, bro. Not as early as you. I gotta give you that. I can't do the golf course grind no more.
Fucking 5:15 in the morning.
No, thank you, bro. I'll take my 8 o'clock every day. I'll take it.
Right.
Take my 9 to 5.
This dude said 9 to 5. Like he's actually working a 9 to 5.
I look like 3 to 5.
This dude's working a part-time job. He just talked about working a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
What the fuck? You're a fucking aqua chef, bro.
Aqua chef.
In the building.
Don't be disrespecting the grind, bro.
Jayden, you get to see this dude Mark get absolutely pissed off at Call of Duty.
I believe it. I believe it.
Well, honestly, at this point, it'll be a competition between the two of them, Shaver.
Yeah.
Dude, no, I've been chilling because, I don't know, I don't have people to feed off anymore. I literally just play by myself. I've not played Warzone yet, not at all.
Well, now you'll have people to feed off of.
Yeah, now it's game over, bro.
Oh my god. It's about to be hole in the wall pretty soon.
I'm gonna feel so bad for you, bro.
Dude,
what? Because I'm just gonna be sitting there with two people screaming at their TVs.
Yes, bro.
Hey, don't act like you don't get mad.
I mean, I get mad, but I don't. Well, we haven't experienced Jayden mad in a while, but I do know how mad he gets and how he gets when he gets
one
mad.
2K challenge when you spent the night.
Dude, we always talk about that. I hope you know that. We always talk about that.
Should we talk about it right now?
Dude, we got to.
So, Mark, I feel like I think I've told you about this before. In 2K15, there was a My Team challenge to get Sapphire Dominique Wilkins. And It was a full game on Hall of Fame. And Jayden could not beat the game for the life of him. I was spending the night at his house, and I had my PlayStation over there, and I'm just doing whatever. And
we're right next to each other in my room. Dude, we're right like this.
He was trying to beat this shit all night, and this dude was so close to beating it, and he ended up losing again. And I don't know what came over him, but this dude just took his controller and just fucking threw it like a frisbee at his TV. And it I saw the TV like fucking flash white, and I deadass thought this dude broke his TV.
And then I turned around and jumped on my bed. Logan's like, I think Jay just broke his TV.
it was fucking wild. Dude, I was
I'm not
dying.
gonna lie though. I don't blame you. Some of those 2K challenges are so BS.
Mark, I'm not kidding you, bro. It was the last 45 seconds, bro. I'm not kidding you.
Well, dude, those older ones too, like 2K15 and 2K16, those had the most frustrating ones.
Yes.
I would say they're probably easier now, but
same with the Madden ones though. Some of those ones are tough too.
Okay, Madden is the one game that can get me pissed off no matter what.
That's why I'm saying you get mad all the time.
Why did Jared just join? Okay. He just threw off the webcams, so that's great. But I don't even know how he joined. I have it set so only 4 people.
Yeah, there's 4 out of 4. Yeah.
That's dumb shit.
I thought it said 5 for me.
Alright, that's gonna have to be a cut in the editing.
Nah, I think it's good. I'll just leave it in. It doesn't really matter. But, what were we talking about? Fucking the 2K challenge.
Madden.
Madden. Okay.
Madden. Yeah.
Dude, Madden 16 and Madden 17 were like, oh, dude, I have never been. I'm not one to actually throw shit and hit shit when I'm mad, but I think it was Madden 17. There was a challenge where you had to play the Patriots on Hall of Fame or All Madden, in that game.
Yeah,
and
All Madden.
Dude, it was actually the hardest shit ever because you're playing against computer Tom Brady. It doesn't matter what difficulty he's on, he's gonna dot your ass up.
Yeah, exactly.
But you put that shit on All Madden, bro, and you have to not let them score, and you gotta score 4 touchdowns in fucking 6 minutes or some stupid shit. You get the ball and you are instantly throwing fucking 4 verts just trying to get a touchdown. And that one was I was just so close to just breaking something. Even if I was breaking a bone, I was breaking something.
See, I hate to throw stuff and break stuff, but dude, sometimes we were playing 2K the one time, and my 3-point shooter couldn't hit a 3. I couldn't get a green. It was full bar every time. I literally told you this. I literally threw my controller, and if my shoes weren't in the way and caught it, it would have been shattered in that game, dude. I don't understand how the 3-point shooter can't shoot 3s.
That shit is way too funny.
I was never big on Ultimate Team, but playing Madden 19, I was playing the Thanksgiving challenges. Literally the most frustrating thing in my life, I swear. I literally it was you're in the red zone, and you can't let them score at all. And this team's 95 plus overall, and I'm just completely getting shitted on. You basically have to force a turnover to win the challenge. It took me 3.5 hours.
Shave, you don't got that user?
Well,
Shave does not have the user.
No.
Shave doesn't have the user whatsoever.
No. All right.
Yeah.
They ran the ball in a row, and you have to get a field goal block.
Those are the challenges that are stupid, where it's they put the computer in the red zone. It's oh yeah, just stop them, and it's on All Madden, but you can't stop them.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. Who comes up with that kind of challenge?
It took me 3.5 hours to do the challenge.
Just one?
Yes, one.
Oh my god. Well, hey, props to you. You actually beat it, and you didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't get hit with the Dominique
TV.
challenge. Yeah. Yep.
I was treating my bed like a boxing, it was in a boxing match. Just straight beating the shit out of it.
Were you feeling like Floyd?
Oh yeah, dude.
In
No,
this
I was throwing the
Mayweather,
Mike
even though it's
Tyson.
June.
The Mike
Yeah.
Tyson's.
I was throwing the Mike Tysons at him.
Yeah, I definitely this coming year. I say it every year, but I am sticking to it this year. I don't think I'm buying 2K.
Oh, I haven't bought it in
Unless
the past how many
unless they do like something drastic to change it.
Right.
Because at this
The
point,
exact same,
like
bro.
like a lot of people say they just don't want the neighborhood and they want it to go back to park affiliations, which I'm with them on that. But even if they do that, that's not going to make me want the game. Like, I hate the archetype system. 2K17, when they brought it in, I didn't like it, at least at first. It's definitely not as good as 2K16, but
Right.
2K17 wasn't bad looking back
It
on
was
it. But
tolerable.
18, 19, and 20, how they just consistently keep changing the archetype system, thinking they're making it better, which they're not making it worse, but they're not making it better. Like, it's not good at all. And it's all because of the 2K League, because they feel the need that every player has to be a role player. There's no star players, which is dumb as fuck to me.
Yeah, the archetypes just completely take the fun out of the game. Like the last 2K that I actually had fun on was 2K15.
Dude, 2K15 was really fun, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What they need
I
to
remember me.
do. Alright, go ahead, Mark. My bad.
No, you're good. I was just saying that me and you, Shafe, we were fucking running up twos, dude, and no one could stop us, dog.
Yeah, like
And
we
the backdoor cut with the lob, bro, worked every
That's
time.
every time.
It was so
No,
overpowered,
no
dog.
one was stopping us.
It was so funny.
But I was saying they just need to go back to like where you can just get every stat like individually, and if you want to put caps, just like have a certain amount where you can upgrade,
Yeah.
not cap worth in like every individual stat.
That's one thing that 2K15 did really well. Was the whole
Stats.
you
and
had
everything.
this, yeah, you had this many points that you can go towards, and you could go for your shooting stats, but not work so much on your athleticism or balance them out or whatever. You do whatever you want.
What I was thinking was like 2K12, but like have a cap on how many upgrades you have towards like total.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Instead of just like, all right, you can only
Bro.
have like a 95-3. Like you can get
Bro,
it to 90.
looking back on it, 2K11 was one of the
Dude,
hardest video games I've ever
bro.
played.
Dude,
But if that was
Bro,
if that was
every-
2K now,
agree.
oh my god. If that was
Every-
2K now, I'd be with it.
Everyone talks about like how fucking amazing 2K11 was as a game, which in terms of like how everything was set up and how you made your players and everything, it was fucking great. But I think it's just because of the time that it was made, the gameplay and that shit, I think it's horrible. Why
Dude,
is it
come
that
on.
difficult, bro? That, like you just
Bro.
said, that's one of the most difficult games I've ever played in my life. That shit
Remember,
is ridiculous.
it was like a not a showcase, but like a G League kind of game.
Yeah.
You'd have to make it on a team, and if you don't do well, you get cut immediately in the
Yeah.
first game. Yeah, that was hard.
So like I think if they had that sort of like player build system and stuff like that, but then put it in a modern game, I think it would work out well. Like in terms of like a modern engine, because when
Oh,
you're
yeah.
playing against computers on those older games, like how do you get open, bro?
Glue to you, bro.
That is straight
Yeah.
glue, no matter what difficulty it's on.
I think they just need to eliminate the story mode, or like have a story to my career, unless they just want to pay someone boku bucks just to go in.
Yeah,
and get
like
an actual
Spike
story.
Lee.
Yeah, they
Yes.
need to quit
That was
focusing on
Yeah.
kind of
stories.
fire, bro.
Yeah,
That was
Spike Lee
kinda
made the-
Spike Lee was
fire.
tough, bro.
He made the
But-
best story, but they also did it right by it was an 8-game story.
Mhm.
And it didn't drag on for season
Yeah.
after season and you get cutscene after cutscene. Like, you can have like some sort of story to it, but to have like this whole fleshed out thing with a whole bunch of cutscenes, and it spans over seasons, I don't think that's necessary at all.
Wait, it spans over seasons in 2K20?
Bro, you
Since,
get
like,
cutscenes
19.
all the time, bro.
Like literally almost after every game, it's like either someone will interact with you, or you have to do an interview, or it's some stupid crap.
After like the 5th game, it's just like, all right, dude, I'm sick and tired of this shit.
Mhm.
Seriously. Now
Speaking of,
since we're on the 2K topic,
oh, okay, go ahead, Mark, go ahead.
it
Let's
just
see
because
let's
we're
see
on it, bro. The hardest 2K YouTuber.
Hardest 2K
Who's
YouTuber?
that in your guys' in your guys' opinion?
I mean,
I think LJ Missick, in my opinion.
oh yeah,
Gas
hell
him up,
yeah,
gas him
Gas
up.
him up.
damn straight, bro.
Yeah.
I've actually got the
Oh,
hardest
boy.
highlight tape of all time.
Oh yeah, edited
Not
by your
gonna deny
boy.
that.
2K16.
Edited
Not
by
gonna
your
deny
boy.
that.
Yes, sir.
I don't know, Mark. Who do you think it is?
Bro, the man with all the catchphrases, Chris Smooth, bro. That's the best 2K
Oh,
YouTuber of all
okay,
The
time.
yeah.
Godfather. The
Like,
Godfather.
It's gotta be
Got it,
Chris
got it.
Smooth. You can't.
It's gotta be
I
Chris
don't think
Smooth,
you
bro.
can go against that. It is Chris Smooth for
man.
sure.
He's the Godfather.
Chris Smooth was also a pretty legit Call of Duty player. And I
Oh,
know you guys
yeah.
know
Straight
that.
facts, bro. Facts.
What was the one title? Abusing Claymores? I've seen that
Yeah.
video like 5
Something
times,
like
bro.
that, bro.
thing is-
Dude, that
the-
dude had his phrases in that game too, dude. That shit was fucking fire.
The thing about Chris Smooth, he just birthed everybody. Like, everybody now to where there's just
Yeah.
a huge community of YouTubers.
Like
Yeah, he built
I
that
know
up.
one in particular, Bud. I don't know the
Yeah,
numbers
Bud.
after his name, but Bud, yeah,
Like,
that's
02 like 18 or whatever.
yeah. But like, I like Bud. I follow him on Twitter and stuff like that. If
Right.
yeah, exactly what you're saying. If it wasn't for Chris Smooth, I wouldn't even know who that dude is.
Mm-hmm.
It's like half these people.
Real
That
quick,
dude built that community.
I wanted to say about 2K, since we were talking about 2K20 and how everything works. I've said that I think 2K18 is the worst 2K that's been released for a while, but I think I'm gonna say 2K20 is.
They're both. Up
And
there.
they're both
they're
awful.
definitely up
Yeah, they're 1 and 2 no matter what order
Oh,
you put
yeah.
them in.
I don't
But-
really have a horse in this race, but
Yeah.
if you have
but-
cutscenes through more than one season,
Well,
that's
also,
pretty chill.
I'm gonna tell you about this. The badges, the badge system in 2K20 is the worst
Awful.
badge system they've ever had.
Terrible, dude.
How's it different?
Well, they added a shit ton of new badges, and you get like there's 4 categories for badges, and you get a certain amount of points in each category depending on what type of player you have. So like if you have like a 3-point shooting character, you're gonna have more shooting points for your badges.
Okay.
So like if you want to upgrade a badge to Hall of Fame, it takes 4 points or 3 points because you got to go 4 points because you got to go
4.
to bronze, silver, gold, then Hall of Fame.
Mm.
So you could have like 30 badge points for shooting. That's like usually for a 3-point shooter. And then you got to use those across like how many badges is it? Like 25 just in that category. Like
I think it maxes at like 32 or something like that.
Like they made a crazy amount of badges, and I've always hated how your free throw depends on your fucking badge. I think that's dumb as shit. Why is it not just an attribute? And then also, Jayden, you don't know this. Your jump shot speed relies on a badge.
Oh God.
Yeah, so you have
Playing
to
in
have that
slow-mo.
badge, bro. You
You have to have.
that
It's
badge.
like it's called quick draw.
Quick draw,
You have
yeah.
to have it on Hall of Fame.
Yeah, so if
Oh,
you
yeah,
don't
it's impossible.
if you don't have
Desperado.
if you don't have quick draw at all, you're shooting like a 7'3" center no matter who you are.
You're shooting like Shaffer, bro.
Okay.
Like it's
Yeah.
actually the fact that they made that a badge is ridiculous to me. I don't know how you could fucking do that.
Anyway, what I was gonna say earlier when Mark brought up Chris Smooth, speaking of like new game engines and like up to date stuff.
Mhm.
Bro, the new Skate.
Okay, yeah.
am hyped.
Or-
Yeah,
Trying to make
I,
me
I
hype,
think
that's.
bro.
there's a lot of people hype.
Mm-hmm.
Are you one of them, Shave?
Absolutely.
All right, you better
That's
be, bro.
definitely
Bro,
one of the games that will have a bunch of content coming out for.
Dude,
Whether that
Skate
be,
3
it'll
was
definitely be streams and videos for sure. Like that's
Oh,
gonna be a game that we
Oh.
play for a while.
Bro, I'm not getting off that game.
And I think with that, we could probably get all of us on it at some point.
Oh,
Like that's how
bro.
much
dude.
we're gonna be playing it.
Jeez.
For sure.
That'd be
And
fun.
I know me and Mark are kind of hyped about it. The remasters of Tony Hawk Pro Skater coming out in September.
I saw
We'll
that.
probably
Yeah.
we'll probably do a little bit on that. It won't be as much as Skate just because Skate is it's a much better game than the Pro Skaters. Just because there's a lot more to it. I don't know exactly what the remaster is bringing, because I know that they're having different characters, and then also the original characters that were in the Pro Skaters. But I don't know if they're changing anything else about it. There hasn't really been much news about it though. But either way, I think me and Mark will probably do some stuff on that for sure.
Did they
Bro.
announce the release of the new Skate? Like when it's planned on coming out?
No.
No,
Well,
they
the
just said
thing
that
is,
they're
they announced that it's like in early development, so I wouldn't think it would come out until
Probably next fall, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna
Probably,
say
honestly.
later next year.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That would be what I expect.
It'd be a good year for skating games, though. Honestly.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing is, the skating games really stopped only
yeah.
because so when Skate 3 came out, when did that come out?
Like
2010?
2011. Yeah.
I'll look
around
it up for you right now.
All right. That came out, and then shortly after that, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 came out, and that was on like the next gen consoles, and it flopped because not because it was a skating game, but because it was not a good game at all. Like it is horrible.
You
May
played
11th,
it?
2010.
I haven't played it. I've seen videos on it, and dude, no one likes it. It's actually terrible. And so the sales for that game were not good whatsoever. And I think basically what EA saw from that, and whoever was going to make any Tony Hawk games saw from that, was that skateboarding games were dying because of how bad the sales were for it. Which that was not the case at all. It was literally just because the game was horrible.
Yeah.
And I don't, even if skateboarding games are becoming less popular, I don't think EA realizes how well a skate game would sell. Like if they had released, even if they released Skate 4 3 years ago, it would have the same amount of hype as it would right now.
Just like the
Oh,
new
yeah.
GTA, dude. They've been waiting so long that even if it is not like a great game or not exactly like GTA 5, it's gonna do numbers just because it's been
Oh,
so
yeah,
long since the last
100%.
one's been released.
Yeah.
They just
That's why everyone's
announced
freaking out about Skate, because it's been 9 years, 10 years, right? What'd you say, Mark? 2010?
It was 2010, May 11th. Yep.
So 10 years and 11 years when the new one comes out. So, dude,
Yeah.
people are ready. It's about time.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
GTA
yeah,
just
we needed
announced
to
that they're in
get-
early development, and that's probably going to be like another 3-4 years.
I mean, early development?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they've just been dumping all
Bro.
their content and everything into GTA 5 or GTA Online.
And then also Red Dead.
Right.
When's
I
the
think-
last time you guys played GTA 5?
We actually played it like
A month or two
yeah,
ago.
like a month ago.
Really?
But we literally just downloaded it because, like I was saying, we don't have many games that we're playing for like a long period of time at the moment.
Yeah.
So we just downloaded it just to check some things out, and I mean, I did have some fun on it, but it just gets so repetitive, especially
Yeah.
now.
People running
so,
their Mark II oppressors and their
yeah.
all other crap in that game. It's just stupid.
It's like if you don't stay up to date with the game and get all the new stuff, it's just you're behind.
Mhm.
Yeah, and the thing about it is you're staying up to date on a 7-year-old game, which is that's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like it's not like Minecraft where you can just restart from whenever.
Mhm.
Minecraft is amazing.
Minecraft is
bro.
timeless.
That's
Right.
probably the best game of all time, honestly.
I will say
100%.
Xbox One version of Minecraft is basically the PC version, which is amazing.
Yeah.
PlayStation
Well-
4, you can't do hardly anything.
No, actually, since you've played the PlayStation 4 version,
Oh, don't tell me they changed it, bro.
They changed so much, bro.
no, it changed. It's the same as the Xbox version. So basically, on PC, there's it's called Java Edition,
Yeah.
and so you can't play with like people on the other version, but you can also on a PC get Bedrock Edition, which was the edition for Xbox, and then PlayStation 4 was a whole separate edition of the game. But now PlayStation 4 has been ported over to Bedrock Edition, so then you can play completely cross-play on that.
Crossplay, probably unlimited maps now, not the small maps, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
it's
got it right.
it's exactly like the Xbox version. It is the
Bro,
same
I'm missing
version.
out now. Those servers, like the servers they have, those are fun.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to do some of those now. Now that I know we can freaking crossplay, jeez. I've been playing Call of Duty by myself, playing Forza
played
by
everything
myself.
This dude.
Dude, I
It's
swear to
funny
God,
as hell,
the
man.
only person I have added on my Xbox is my girlfriend. That's it. I don't have anybody added because I don't know anybody has an Xbox.
That's funny as hell.
That's silly.
Even if you like couldn't play with us, you probably could have told us that you have an Xbox.
I probably could have. I don't know. I don't want to make you guys mad or anything. Like, oh,
I'm not mad at
you
all.
switched up, bro.
I don't care.
All right.
I just remember seeing that you were selling your PS4, and I was like, okay. But then
Yeah,
you,
that was like December, bro.
yeah, and then you just said that you got a fucking Xbox. I'm like, as soon as you said that, I was like, why the fuck? Why would he sell his PS4?
It's been a while.
But
Funny thing, I actually got scammed. you know,
serious?
I'm not gonna exactly say the video because I can't, but not the video, but like the little line from it that Jared used to always say, scam me,
Oh,
that little line.
I got
Yeah.
you, yeah.
That's what happened, bro. $100. It's not
Oh
that
my
bad,
God.
I was just
You
trying to
got
be cheap and
scammed,
get an Xbox for the low,
Yeah.
and dude took my money. It was obviously not in person, that's why he took it. But yeah, I had to pay a little more than I wanted, but that's okay. It's all good.
That's funny, bro.
It's all good, bro.
You got
Because-
scammed.
As much as you like didn't play your PlayStation, at least up until you sold it, like the few months before you sold it,
Yeah.
like as soon as I saw that you were, I was like, I feel like he's kind of gonna regret it. Like even just
I did. Not at the time because still in basketball season, still working, still in school,
that's dude. That was the
before everything
exact
shut
reason
down.
too. That was exactly what I was thinking too. I was like, I think the only reason he's selling it is because he has so much going on that he can't even play it,
Exactly.
so there's no point. But once that was all over, I was like, he's definitely gonna regret it.
Not even that it was all over, but because freaking COVID and being at home all the time,
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, I got bored. I was like, I'm tired of it, man. I was at my girlfriend's. We played zombies on Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, which I've
Oh
found
my
out
God.
is probably the worst zombies.
Oh,
I played it
100%.
one time.
Worst
I'm like, I miss it. I need to get an Xbox.
Does your girlfriend have Call of Duty?
Not the new one, unfortunately.
Bro, I was gonna say if she does, I'll fucking fry her ass.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
She's trying to get the fucking slide cancel pro hop on her shit, bro.
The MP5.
I'll take her
Yeah,
in
with
1v1.
MP5, bro.
1v1, no chance, bro.
You-
1v1
nah,
speedball.
Oh, dude. Getting torched.
Bro, Jayden, when we play, meet me on speedball, bro.
I don't even know what speedball is, bro.
It's like a gunfight map.
Yeah,
Like
it's one of the
2v2s.
small maps.
Oh my god.
But you can
One of
play
the
one-
freaking daily challenges for season 3 was to get 20 SMG kills in gunfight. That took
Was
me
it?
a week. It sucked. It
Oh,
was a
the
daily challenge.
daily
It
challenge.
sucked,
okay.
bro.
Because you know how there's like the ribbon challenges for the seasons?
Yeah.
I thought you
Dude,
were
no,
talking
it
about one of
was one
those.
of those because it was for SMGs.
Are you
It
sure?
was all SMG stuff,
Season 3.
and one of them, it was like the fourth one. It was to get 20 SMG kills in gunfire, and it
No,
took
I
me
think
so
it's-
long.
No, I think what you're talking about is there's a challenge for a weapon variant. I think it's for an MP5 variant, and there's like 10 challenges, and they all have to do with.
Are you talking about the new
SMGs.
season or the last season?
No, it's in it's just in
general.
the game. It doesn't depend on the season.
Oh,
I'm pretty
that's
sure that's
Oh,
what you're
okay.
talking about. Because I have that one selected, and I'm not even up to the gunfight ones. But yeah, that one is difficult, especially because in gunfight, like you have to get SMG kills. You have to wait for it to give you an SMG, and then you
Exactly.
have to
You
get
have to
20
get
kills
kills.
with it.
yeah, and the
ridiculous.
most you could get in one game is 4, and if I'd get
Yeah.
lucky, I'd get 2, and I'd be like, come on.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. But yeah, speedball is definitely my favorite gunfight map. But
I don't really
We,
like gunfight, bro.
me and Jared fucked with gunfight for a while, and then it just they started adding in like the different
Oh, wasn't there like a
the
knives
different
only or
versions
something?
of it. Yeah,
Snipers
snipers only. There's the blueprint one where you have to pick them up off the ground. Or no,
No, you don't have to pick
blueprint
up-
is that you spawn in with a
You
certain
just get like a
blueprint.
random.
That's
then
when I
then
did that
there's
challenge is
one
when
that
it was the
you-
blueprint one.
Then there's the ones where you have to pick the stuff up off the ground, which is
That's
ridiculous.
horrible.
so like if they
Ugh.
had regular gunfight, I'd be fine with it. But they put in all these different horrible variants of it, and it just sucks.
How's the new season?
So far,
Yeah.
it's terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah,
Well,
like the battle
in-
pass is
in-
bad, but the playlist update, dude, is the worst
Yeah,
thing.
the
I've ever seen
in terms
my
of
entire life.
playlists. So Jayden,
I was gonna bring that up.
the only good maps really
He's salty.
the only like really consistently good maps there's a couple in the base game, but the
Very
two maps that everyone likes and want to play are Shipment and Shoot House.
Yeah,
And-
because it's been in the game. Like it was in there the entire third season. That's why people are.
Yeah,
You know,
and
that's
at
what they're
the
used
end
to now.
at the end of the third season, they had the best playlist update ever, where they had
Oh,
a separate
easy.
Shipment 24/7 and a separate
Yeah.
Shoot House 24/7.
I
'Cause
remember
it's all-
that.
they've always been combined, and
Yeah, you're right, Mark.
they've always been combined, and like there will be times where I want to play Shipment because I'm doing like challenges, and Shipment is the best map for it.
Right.
But then I want to play
Mhm.
Shoot House because you got to get long shot challenges for camos, and that's the best map
Mhm.
for it.
Mount
So-
with the M4 with a sniper scope. That's how I got my long shots. That's the only gun I have gold is the
Fucking
M4.
sniper scope.
Dude, that's how it's done.
But so that was like the best playlist update, and then they brought out the new season and it had Scrapyard, which instantly was a drop off, and it sucked for a while. Me and Mark got used to it, and Scrapyard turned out to actually be pretty decent.
Didn't they have Hard Hat first?
No, Hard Hat was season 3,
Last
like
season.
mid.
That was the end of season 3.
Yeah,
That was garbage.
it was the playlist update before the final one.
I don't really like
was
it
when
either,
was
Shave.
added.
Hard Hat wasn't bad. It's just the way that people played it
Yeah.
made it bad.
But yeah, Scrapyard wasn't that bad, and then they made another playlist update where it's not even, you don't even have Scrapyard. What was it before this one, Mark?
It was just a 66 mosh pit. I don't
Yeah, it
remember
was
what
like a
it's called
66
now.
mosh pit, and
Like
it was
Rust and
it was like all DLC maps.
Shoot House shit.
And
man.
dude, No
Scrapyard.
chance, bro. I'm not playing all those shit ass maps. That was horrible.
Rust might be one of the worst maps ever. Like,
Oh,
why did they
100%.
ever bring it back?
It's terrible.
But
Rust, bro.
dude,
I
Rust
hate
is
it.
it's
On
not.
Modern Warfare,
It's
it's
not.
bad, bro.
It's so bad.
And
But
then this week, they
they're
come out with
right.
the one that was even worse than
yeah,
last.
now there's a 10v10 chaos mosh pit, but it's with every
It's
map in the
terrible.
game. And it's like, dude, I feel like they do it to try to keep the game fresh for people, and they don't want to have the same playlists
Yeah.
because they want to act like they're doing something to update the game. Which, even if they
But they're
weren't
not.
doing those playlist updates, you still know they're doing stuff because they do like the mid-season updates, like the actual patches. But
Yeah.
they want to like act like they're doing more, so they do the weekly playlist updates, which is just I don't think it works out, especially with some of the ones that they put in, because they definitely don't know what people like.
There was a drought at one point to where like Shipment was not in a playlist for like 3 or 4 weeks, and they're like, "All right, we'll bring back Shipment, but we'll just make it 10v10."
Yeah,
Like,
Dude,
literally,
that was
when
weird.
you spawn die like
It was
45
brutal.
times.
But I'd rather play that though than like any other like base map that they had in the game on release.
Mhm.
You have your little 13 kill thrillers on hardpoint.
Yeah,
We were literally playing hardpoint yesterday on Azure Cave, Logan, and I had 16 kills in the
you had
whole
16,
game, and
I
I
had
was like,
13.
and I was running around trying to shoot people and find people, and
Well,
I
yeah,
just couldn't find them at the time.
usually on Azure Cave Hardpoint it is a lot more than that, but I also think a lot of our experience hardpoint on that map is in CDL, so you're gonna get a lot more engagements.
That's
I
true.
wish that playlist was a lot more populated. They should just have a rank mode in general, but
Yeah.
in terms of if they're gonna have CDL playlists, I
Well,
wish
you're
they were
playing
more
rank mode
populated.
anyway when you play pubs, but
Yeah, true. But if that was more populated, I'd play that shit all the time because it's actually enjoyable.
yeah, hardpoint's one of the only things that I can actually play because people actually have to have an incentive to move
Mhm.
to the objective.
Yeah, for sure. Well, shit, we went on a huge tangent there at the end. I think we got in our groove after the intro of me just spewing shit.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I didn't expect this episode to go like that, but it's probably a good thing that it went like that. Jayden, yeah, you brought up how you just have an Xbox now, and then that just
Just
sparked everything.
just out of the blue. Hey guys, I have an Xbox.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's probably what we'll end this episode. Again, this will release every Monday. Hopefully, it's consistent. It definitely should be. I don't see why. And
Maybe not with the same group.
Oh
but
yeah, it'll definitely change on who's in it. We could have two of us on it. Like, I know for a fact if no one else can make it, it's almost a guarantee that me and Mark can do it.
Straight up, or like I'm on here every night, though.
Yeah. So I think it's a guarantee that me and Mark can at least get an episode out. But it'll change depending on who's all here. We could have up to everyone here at some point, but that'll always change. But I guess that is it for this episode. The time that this is released, courageousshooters.com. Go pick up the apparel, new apparel out. YouTube channel started. This is what this is on, obviously. Every link to everyone's socials is everyone in this episode is on the screen, but everyone in the group entirely will be in the description, as well as the socials for Courageous Shooters. On Twitter at Courageous Shoot, because the app's so stupid you can't have that many characters to fit Courageous Shooters. Instagram at Courageous Shooters, TikTok at Courageous Shooters. And I think that covers everything. Should be. Twitch.tv/Courageous Shooters.
Oh yeah, the Twitch.
That's the last thing we got to plug. I'll be live the day that this drops, and I think that's it. So thanks for tuning in for the first episode of the Courageous Shooters podcast.